Vayne and Ashe lock in. So Cambodia once again pulling something out of their magic tricks.
Yep. Double ADC, but it's a jungle Vayne. I think some people are telling me about how jungle Vayne is actually kind of decent now. Her silver bolts in relation to the original version gives her attack speed boost. So clearly the jungle is a lot better, but when you have a Xin Zhao, the double smite, I was talking about this, double smite is actually pretty good against a Momo. You just run it and take all his camps.
So I think what's happening, this is going to be a solo lane Vayne. Maybe a mid. I mean, it's gonna be hard to see, right? But they take Dr. Mundo! The first Dr. Mundo! Oh, yes!
It was in an earlier game today that Opal and Granny passed it, but just to talk a little bit more about this overall lineup that they have, Double Smite is, like I said, good against a Momo if you can just walk in and steal his buffs, but you really, really need to get a hit. Like, you need money, you need gold, and you need EXP, otherwise you just fall back so hard.
Well, let's look at the last time for today, the team intros of both Team Keeper and, it's always been good at it. But look at this, going into this sort of a double jungle route. Interestingly enough, I mean, that's why you gotta get double, well,
triple jungling? They're gonna reset the aggro on the Raptors though.
A little bit of a mistake there coming out. But you know what? Nothing that's gonna break the game or change the big flow here. Meanwhile, Lux is all to solo by herself against this Kai'Sa. So it's gonna be a Kai'Sa Lux Baron lane. It's gonna be interesting to see how they want to kind of adapt into this meta.
I think Kai'Sa's in a good spot right now. First blood coming through though, it will be the Xin Zhao that gets picked off. I think it's a hook into a power fist that grants them the kill. Striking early and striking fast is Team Marshall right now.
Yeah, they kind of want to do that and make sure that everything is up to par. Don't make any mistakes. I think in this top lane, they're just going to try to clear out the lanes as much as possible, right? Like, don't make sure that you're not pushed in, you're not shoved in, get the EXP, get the goal, and then wait for the team fights.
Lux hitting level 3 here will have access to all her spells. Smite available should be used here to pick up the Scuttle Crab.
I think it should be okay. This Vayne is going to be the main threat coming up from Keeper of Cambodia. They want to pump this Vayne up, right? It's sort of like a throwback to, if I'm not mistaken, the Season 2 strategy from Uzi with, at that time it was called Royal, right? It was just called Royal.
Starhorn Royal Club.
Starhorn Royal Club, SHFC. Like Uzi, raise the puppy, and I think that's what they want to do, right? Just pump the Vayne, make sure that she gets the farm, she gets the goal, and then she'll 1v5 everybody.
Well, that's probably the best player to have, all the gold on, because we talked about an ex-pro in the MOBA scene. Prom is the one that is holding that title right now as they jump all in onto the Mundo. No damage just yet. Over Deception barely connecting, and no kill in the mid lane. Ice will walk over to the Scuttle Crab and claim this for himself. No smite means he's going to take a bit for this one, but nevertheless, the attempt to use Spirit Rush was committed. No kill just yet.
I call it a win. You take two players out and they don't even kill you off. That's really, really good play coming up. Meanwhile, you can see Kai'Sa just really happy. NX Live just farming things out. Wants to get her items. Wants to get the power spike before he goes for the big jugular.
I do like the barrier summoner spell pickup, because if you're not going to be in a dual lane, there's no point bringing heal. And with barrier, you actually get a big, massive frontline shield when you use your killer instinct, right? So you can soak a lot of the damage and you become a lot tankier than people expect you to be when you jump in.
That's pretty cool, right? A lot of like a theory craft coming through, different styles, and that's what we want to see. Now, Ice already has the curse, as I said, Mummy. I think the minions spotted him walking with that brush. I'm not very sure, but you know what? He's still gonna try. He's gonna be really, really patient.
Yep, just holding here for now in the dragon lane.
You want to see whether they can go for something. Rocket Grab is available, doesn't land onto anything. Xin Zhao, he understood something was up. His spidey senses was tingling, and he's just gonna walk away and let them have the lane while his other lane's trying to make something happen.
I think Blitzcrank flashed forward to get the hook there, but did not connect. I'm gonna have to double check that later on, but yeah, it's a bit of time from the Amumu being committed to the mid lane to in the top side, right, to try and find a kill, but only unable to do so.
Yep. Now, nothing major has happened. It's only 2-0. Yes, it's Marshall clearly has the lead, but it's just one team by the way, right? If they just change it up, they will make the swap. They can turn things around. Oh, that's a good hook on Dr. Mundo, but unfortunately he's a Dr. Mundo. He's the last one to go, but Audacious Sharks will come in here. Where's the Gracious Crescent? There goes the kill. They do get a turnaround, but the rest of Marshall is just hot on their heels. Spirit Rush maybe. Ooh, a little bit of a miss there on the charm, but no worries. He's just going to walk away from there. They do get a kill and they get a trade.
That's a great trade, you know, they push forward so aggressively and they still manage, although they do lose the dragon, this might just be something here in the top side. Final spark from the Condemn, not enough damage to give them the kill. Prom was in position but unable to help his team convert. It's a big ultimate being used at the final spark. Well, I say big, it's now on a cooldown, right? It's not like it's a 2-minute ultimate.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. But now, you can see Drake is in the eyes of both teams. T26 might want to make something happen, make them go to the bottom side so that they can have that priority. They know that Drake is a very important objective in this game.
I remember this is not like the new version of Dragon where you take dragons until, you know, Elder into Soul into Elder. This is the one where all Elder dragons empower the current element, right? So
yeah,
it's kind of additively stacking.
But team fight coming in here. Ooh, oh, they just charged the flash a little bit. I think of mistake coming from Prom, I would say. He didn't mean that, I think.
Maybe he was looking to flash Condemn, but he couldn't get in range, so had to back off.
Well, meanwhile, Ice getting some good chip damage. We'll be able to get at least one plating. Oh, good charm. Lands on the vein, and there goes the Q. Curse of the Rabbit. Lands on the 2. Do they want to go for the follow-up? Looks like the ultimate from Dr. Mundo will get popped up here. He stayed alive, but just slightly. He will go down as well. That's a 2 for 0 exchange. Great play there. Ooh, just wipe. Origin Matt almost getting another one. This Ari is popping off.
They have the pressure now, and this Ashe, I don't think you want to stay here. You're not really sure who's around, so maybe just clear the wave off and back to heal, maybe buy. You can see on your minimap right now that the Dragon Lane is getting sieged up. It's going to take a lot of damage, in fact.
Yep, they just want to back out here. They want to slowly grind out this victory here. Marshall, they understand they have the lead. They don't want to force anything out. They're going for the Rift Herald. They have the priority, so this should be a relatively safe one. But you can see on your minimap, Dr. Mundo being the scouter that he needs to be, trying to get that information, but it's a little bit too late.
Yeah, I like that they get two, objectives on the opposite sides of the map right now. Here is Gaming having to back off, taking a lot of pressure. But the good news is they found that Dragon Tier 1 and also the Rift Herald. So if you can completely, or if you can successfully get 2 objectives on opposite sides of the map, it's a good thing.
Ooh,
backing off the Blitzcrank.
Whew, that was close, man. That was really, really close. Managed to just walk away safe and sound. But now, this is the power spike that Marshall is starting to hit, right?
Yep.
You have that Mumu with those, core items, and this Ari with that Oblivion Orb starting to get built up. The team fight, that's where they shine.
This is probably 4,000 or 5,000 gold leads suddenly coming out from the first tower in Dragon Lane, the Rift Herald turret following that, as well as a couple of kills left and right. They're in a great position. Like Original Matt right now, he's making a roam down to bot lane. Remember, Lux is immobile, so if you can jump her, you should be able to assassinate her with Kai'Sa as well.
Yeah, I think once you land the charm, it's kind of hard for her to dodge unless the teammate is here. You can see Vayne is spotted out by that Void. They want to go for this push here. Flash immediately charm. Does slam all of the session is there as well. The killer instinct to follow up. Is it going to be enough damage? No, it's a really good play coming from Lux. They're diving a little bit too deep here. They do get the kill, but at what cost here? The op of this session will get a little bit of help. The flash comes through. The charm will slow things down. Nope, he will go down. And it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade unless something a little bit more. They get the kill on that Mumu. Enchanted Crystal Arrow to the face. That's a good turnaround.
Right now, 4-8. Team Marshall still holding on with a significant kill lead, and Ace Gaming throughout that whole period had a lot of time to free farm. You can see Infinity Edge is already available. Good hook into turret range to ignite as well. The Aftershock does absolutely nothing, but he's going to be able to kite him out, I believe. The Power Fist knocking here up though.
It's not gonna be enough. I think
buff
he did
and
have the power
frost
fist
arrows.
Yeah, did have the power fist up when he hooked him into the turret range, so missed out a lot of damage there, unfortunately. But the main thing is Ace Gaming on this MF is just farming non-stop, and that bullet time when it finally lands is gonna hit hard. You can see, just check really quickly. He has 7.5k gold. That's, I think, the highest in his team at the moment.
Yeah, and the items are starting to clock in, so the next team fight, if they all clump up in a choke point, that bullet time is going to be huge, as the Blitzcrank is going to get a kill towards this barrel lane. Good rotation up, but remember, Dragon is available. They could look to make this play here.
Yeah, I think they need to make the rotation. They do have the big ticket ultimates available. Eyesight and Ace, that's the main core damage killers, the main components into this team fight. But I don't think Keeper is going to give this without a fight. Oh, good charm. Lands on the Dr. Mundo. Do they have enough? Burning Agony does come active, but the damage on our Sadism does get procced. But their focus is a little bit split. Ocean Dragon does go down, and I think they're just going to back off from here.
I think you'd be happy with just taking the dragon and forcing the Mundo ultimate out. They might just find something here. Hold on, he has to flash away.
Well, Charm lands here. They do want to get the kill. Good rocket grab, but where's the follow-up? There goes the damage. One more auto attack will bring him down. That's a 2-4 exchange. I can see this instant replay from original Matt's perspective. They pick up the Ashe, clean and cut, but looks like teamfight is not down here. And a bullet time, just making sure nobody can come here. A good Charm. Leonos is out there. Just keep on going. They want to get more. The flash will come out. Can he get away? But he says, hey, you can do it. I can flash as well. Curses at Mami will lock him up. And that's going to be 4-0. The Charm, ooh, a little bit wide, but no problem. Damage has already been done. Marshall with a humongous goal swing at the moment.
You know, I saw what original Matt was doing there with the Charm. He was trying to predict the flash, I believe, and this time again predicting it and succeeding. Might just get a kill. The auto attack, but no! The prismatic barrier into the final spark. He flashes away. He stays alive. But original Matt almost made the play there with the Charm.
MVP Lux. Actually, it's not the first time. He saved his teammate's life numerous times so far in this game. But remember, they are not aiming to not lose this game. They need to win this game here, Kiefer. And they're slowly, at least, trying to look for something. Oh, the heal. I think that was a little bit accidental coming up from the Ashe.
Good damage coming in from the Ashe right now. Has Enchanted Crystal Arrow. They could force this play if they want to. You can see the chip damage already starting to hurt against the MF. So, Marshall's still looking for the pick. Spirit Rush available with Charm is always going to be a problem. Ashe has to be careful about spacing here. He's going to go in for the Charm, immediately delete him and back off. And that's what I'm talking about. You have to respect the gap closer into the CC because original Matt has been hunting for kills in mid. Every time that Spirit Rush is available, he's going in.
Yep, and this is what you kind of want, right? The reason you pick her is because of I think she's a pseudo assassin, right? A lot of damage once you land the Charm, and she's really mobile when her ultimate's up. But meanwhile, the bottom lane, they get the Lux, no more protective barrier to keep it up. And hey ho, Baron has just spawned. Why not we go for it instead?
Yep, at 12 minutes, they should get this Baron, and that is just the final nail in the coffin for Team Keeper. The reason I say that is because once this is collected, they won't have a good way to deal with the Baron empowered minions. The wave clear that they have is very subpar. If they walk up to clear the wave, you know, original Matt is just going to do the same thing he's done time and time again. Spirit Rush for it, Charm.
Right now, what they need to do is kind of hope that they get a pick off, right? They have quite a lot of good single target damage, right? Lux, Vayne, a lot of good damage, but they're just not stacking it up. And I have to say, the original Matt has been playing really well, landing really key charms. Oh, doesn't land it this time. Just a crystal arrow does come true. We'll just make sure he backs off. So, just a little bit of, I guess, tug of war in the mid lane.
Kind of like the idea of them hunting for kills, and now NX Live just jumping into the mid lane, finding one kill already. You can see the stacks being charged up, the supercharge for the visibility. He gets the gap closer, but is unable to find the last auto attack in. They still managed to take mid tier 2 with this Baron buff, and that's a win if I've ever seen one because they still managed to get one pick. And meanwhile, Promise farming away on that Vayne, looking to be the last bastion of hope. Hopefully he gets to a point where he's big enough to take these fights, but Marshall, they're knocking on the door. They're looking to siege down the base.
Oh, they want to go for this, and they're already onto the Nexus. They do have the minions, and then, oh, that's teleport coming in. It's a little bit of a friendly banter coming from the team, but this should be the game. They do have the minions. They want to make sure that they end this well. They don't want to have any opposition. Brandos, the flash into the concept, mommy. No escape, sis. Ice. You are locked in here with me. They won the kills. They won the damage, and they are going to secure the win. Claps coming in. They are happy with that. Ice have a smile in his face, and they are going to go 2-1 in this group, securing second seed.
Isa is definitely very happy with that last play because he was sitting outside the Nexus for a while, baiting them in. The moment they walked into range of the Curse of the Sand Mummy, he just immediately popped it and the call was made, right? So Team Marshall